Sponsored by RxCardClub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. RxCardClub.com. Start of the Dave Canales era couldn't have gone much worse after Charlotte, North Carolina, AP. The Dave Canales era couldn't have gotten off to a worse start in Carolina following a 47-10 loss to the New Orleans Saints, leaving real concerns about the future of quarterback Bryce Young. Canales was hired to fix Young, but the second-year QB had an abysmal start to the season, throwing an interception on his first pass and finishing the game 13 of 30 for 161 yards with 2 picks for a career-worst 32.3 quarterback rating. That leaves the 2023 number 1 draft pick with more career interceptions than touchdown passes during his 17 NFL starts. Canales had success working with Geno Smith in Seattle and Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay, but it's uncertain if he will be able to turn Young around. The 5'10" Young looked rattled throughout the game, overthrew several receivers and appeared to have trouble seeing over the line and finding open receivers. Just make it about the basics, and just look at each player's isolated incidents, Canales said of his advice to Young. Look at the play. What was the breakdown? Was it timing, was it footwork, or was it protection? There's a lot of factors that go in, and I think that if you can be objective about looking at the breakdown of the play itself, then it allows you to improve. The Panthers' defense didn't give Young any help. Carolina Panthers head coach Dave Canales right talks to quarterback Bryce Young, 9, during the second half of an NFL football game against the New Orleans Saints, Sunday, September 8, 2024, in New Orleans. AP PhotoMatthew Hinton They allowed the Saints to score on their first 9 possessions and the Panthers trailed 17-0 before Young completed his first pass. New Orleans built a 30-0 lead in the second quarter before Eddy Pineiro got Carolina on the board with a field goal. Carolina traded away its top edge rusher Brian Burns this offseason and the team couldn't manufacture a pass rush. To make matters worse, defensive end Derrick Brown suffered a knee injury that will require surgery and he could miss the remainder of the season. The secondary, which included several defensive backs who were claimed off waivers or acquired via trades late in the preseason, looked completely out of sync and allowed quarterback Derek Carr to throw 3 TD passes, including a 59-yarder to a wide-open Rasheed Shaheed on the game's opening drive. Even the special teams had blunders with Johnny Hecker's partially blocked punt traveling just 11 yards. Overall, the Panthers were outgained 379-193 and were never competitive. The 37-point loss, the 4th worst in team history, has only amplified the bitter frustration of a fan base that hasn't seen a playoff game since 2017, the year before Jerry Richardson sold the team to current owner David Tepper. 1 game into the season and the talk on local sports radio is already about who the Panthers should draft number 1 overall in 2025 to replace Young.